There's an 11-point gap in La Liga, and it's official for me. Barcelona are gonna win the La Liga, and I also believe Lewandowski will be the top scorer of La Liga. Okay, with 19 goals right now, he will be ahead of Benzema that has 17. Lewandowski's levels and guarantees too. So I want to say that my first shout. And Christensen this season, he's one of the best free transfers I've ever seen in football. I'm going to say that. On ball, he's unbelievable. And Barca have one of the best defenses because of Christensen being involved too. Bargain of the decade. Christensen.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand what happened midweek with them. But my goodness,
that's weird.
My goodness, it was a good showing over the weekend. And listen, it's the same as with Napoli in Serie A. They're not playing as great as they were, right? Mm-hmm. Barcelona is not playing as great as they were, but they're still getting the results. They're still getting it done, and they built a good enough cushion to secure themselves La Liga. I'd be very surprised if they bottle the rest of it, because Benzema and what was it, Girona, I think, in midweek. So one of their Catalan neighbors, Barcelona's Catalan neighbors, actually got the job done for them. But
and think Pep Guardiola's brother's the owner of Girona.
See, there you go. There you go. I have visited Girona, and it is a beautiful, beautiful city.
I just don't like the racism on Viking. That's what I don't like to see from Girona.
Of course.
And that
unfortunately, Vinny's seen that not just in Girona.
Yes.
He's seen that everywhere in Spain right now. Everywhere he's gone in the UCL as well. It's pretty ridiculous how mistreated that man gets. But back to Barcelona football. I think, to tell you where Xavi's head is at in terms of whether or not he thinks he's going to secure La Liga, all you have to do is look at who he was able to hand a debut to, and that is 15-year-old Lamine Yamal. Okay, there is no questioning Lamine Yamal's wonderful talent on the ball, but should a 15-year-old essentially be anywhere near the Barcelona 11 right now?
Yes.
No. But no,
I'm happy
absolutely
to see Lamine
not.
Yamal. I'm happy. I'm happy to see Lamine Yamal.
What is the name of our podcast? I know, but what is the name of our podcast? It is FC Wonder Kid. Of course, I'm happy to see it. But do you need to have him in there? There are other players within La Masia that deserve the opportunity right now. This is all contract negotiation crap to get Lamine Yamal to sign his future to Barcelona and convince him that he is part of the team. If you look at the 10 youngest players ever to play for La Liga, to debut in La Liga, you would only remember one of them. I could sit here and I can name them all, right?
Name them.
Sanson, Oscar Ramon, Erastorza, Kubiala, Olinga, Jose Antonio Reyes. You might remember that name. Rafael Obrador is one that still could make it. Okay, he's young. I think it was for Mallorca. I think he's a very good player. Luca Romero, another player that you really haven't seen much of, but he could also make it. Still young. The only one you're going to know here went through the topsiest, turviest, slaloming his way through world football to get to where he is right now for Arsenal. And that is the youngest, Martin Odegaard. Okay? So I'm talking about one out of that 10 or those 9 others. Okay? And now it's Lamine Yamal. All right. And I get it. Hopefully this is not like we're going to make him first teamer. We're going to make him first teamer. But at 15, he should not necessarily be part of this. He really honestly should. He should be guarded, and he should be told to wait, because Barcelona is worth waiting for. For a moment of comparison, though, it is pretty ridiculous that Lamine Yamal shared the same stadium, if you will, as Joaquin at 41 years old, going off into the sunset. Unfortunately, he left the match before Yamal came in, I think, with a knee injury. But at 41, his career is ending. And at 15, Lamine Yamal's career is starting. And in between, there's like 4.5 World Cups. It's absolutely unreal what is happening there. But I'm more worried with Lamine Yamal at 15 years old.
I understand the skepticism because it's true. Yeah, Lamine Yamal too became, I think, the youngest player for Barca to play in the UEFA Youth League. He was the youngest to be called up for Barca, and now the youngest to have a debut at 15 years old, 9 months, and 16 days. That is mad. And I love to see that he has Moroccan citizenship too. So what a season it's been for Moroccan football. But I think we all know that he's going to pick Spanish football for Lamine Yamal. That is another shout out. But what I love about Barca, beating the derby, okay, with Real Betis for the listeners at home, 4-0. It's a big occasion for Barca citizens at Barcelona against Betis matchup. And this season, Barcelona have won 100% of their matches with Xavi, Pedri, Frankie de Jong, and Busquets on the pitch. The fluidity is just different. And I will reiterate again that Pedri is a top 3 center mid player in the world. The game is different when Pedri is present. And I said too, and I want to apologize. I want to apologize for the statement I said last podcast of my top 4 goalkeepers. I really believe I was wrong with my top 4 order, and now I'm going to do a new order, and I think it's right. The top 5 goalkeepers in the world of football right now, number 1 is Courtois, number 2 is Mike Maignan, and number 3 is Ter Stegen with Ronald Araujo in front of him, with 4 Alisson and 5 Ederson, in my opinion. These are the 5 top goalkeepers in the world right now, in my opinion. I wanted to say that.
I mean, there's no doubt in La Liga. In La Liga play, Ter Stegen has been much better than Thibaut Courtois this season. Okay?
But Champions League?
Champions League, different story. I got you there, right? But Ter Stegen, I think, is actually leading La Liga in goals prevented, or he's second behind Getafe's goalkeeper or somebody way down there. But it's very rare that you see somebody doing so well at the top, obviously with the goals that they have not conceded this season, essentially, that he has prevented quite a few of them. It's not just that Ronald Araujo is so amazing. It's that Ter Stegen has been called into form multiple times and he has delivered. So I agree that he's gotten up there.
That's valid.
I agree with that change.
And there's a stat too that matches what you're saying, that Ter Stegen is the goalkeeper with the most clean sheets in one season ever in La Liga, with 24 clean sheets. And we still haven't finished the season, and he can make history. And Barca have only conceded 11 goals. 2 against Rayo Vallecano in the middle of the week. That is bizarre. That is bizarre. So
bizarre is an understatement.
A big mention to that. But we have to mention Real Madrid, that they're doing everything they can to make this a more difficult title race, because they did win 4-2 this weekend. And I'm going to say some bold mentions happened for Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr. in back-to-back seasons now has more than 40 goal contributions. He is the best Brazilian in football right now. And Vinicius Jr., if they win another Champions League, he's a top 3 player in the Ballon d'Or, in my opinion. In my opinion.
Interesting. Top 3.
Top 3. If they win the Champions League again. And look, if I'm a Real Madrid fan, I wouldn't be banging for Mbappe if I see a duo like Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. Ever since he's touched those knees, Rodrigo of Ronaldo Nazario, he's been different. This season, he's got 10 goals and 10 assists. That's guarantees an improvement for him last season.
Beautiful assist to Benzema. Absolutely beautiful assist. But hey, we got to talk about the man, right? The reigning Ballon d'Or champion, essentially. Karim Benzema. I mean, his hat trick brings him to 236 total La Liga goals, which is 4th in La Liga history. Some dude from the 1940s is right above him, which he'll pass likely next season if he stays at Real Madrid, which we expect him to. Okay. And then beyond that, I think we know who first and second are, right?
Ronaldo.
Yeah. So I don't think he's got the runway left necessarily to chase those two, Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. But my goodness, it's a testament to what Karim Benzema is to Real Madrid. And I am gonna be very, very interested to see what a Vinicius Jr. led Real Madrid is like in the future if Karim Benzema, or when Karim Benzema does leave Real Madrid. But
I like that, what you're saying. And this month has been such special for Benzema. It was a Ramadan month, and this month Benzema has 3 hat-tricks in the month of April, okay? The longevity of Benzema is unreal. He will become, the 3rd all-time goal scorer in La Liga, and he played with Bale and Ronaldo, and now he's playing with Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo. that is greatness, okay, for
It is.
his involvement in longevity.
It is, and yet the damage was already done, man. They have gotten little to no closer to Barcelona at the top here, and obviously that's a testament to what Barcelona did throughout this
Yes.
season. I mean, it's a testament mainly to their defense, and even after those 3 hat tricks in this Ramadan month. Okay, Lewandowski, who technically was in I'm putting up quotation marks. I don't know if you can see them.
Bad form.
Technically, was in a rut, right? He was in bad form. You know, he's still leading La Liga in goals, right? So that's also a testament to the fast start that Barcelona had in La Liga. Now it's whether or not they can start to make another Champions League contender in the future. So big development though for Real Madrid in this particular match over the weekend. And after that shock, too, 4-0 loss to Girona at the hands of a former Major League Soccer star, Luka Modric,
Yes.
thigh injury. How worried are we?
And he won't play the first match against Man City, reportedly, maybe.
That's tough. That
makes
tough.
a difference.
But this is why you have that depth, and it's put up or shut up, right?
It will be Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and Kroos, I think, if Modric doesn't play. And it will be a big statement for Camavinga because the world will be watching against Man City. I completely agree. And I want to say a bizarre fact for Real Madrid fans. Last thing on my end with Real Madrid is this has been the best season statistically for Marcos Asensio for Real Madrid. He's got 19 goals and assists. And he's in the end of his contract. I think Real Madrid fans will not want to keep him because this is his best season in 7 years. And he's not being unbelievable. So let's wait and see what happens with Marcos Asensio. But put down below what you La Liga for free. I'd get Diaby. I think Asensio.
You're not free though.
No, not for free, but Asensio will cost like 15-20 mil just to sign, or even 10 mil. But I don't think he offers the same guarantees as Diaby for Newcastle.
I hear you. I just part of me, and one of these things I want to do in the future, as we get closer to the transfer window, is we all know the guys at the tippy top of their game right now, and those guys are going to be absolute hot commodities. They're going to command the big transfer fees. I want that short list right below them. I want that short list right below him. And Asensio, I mean, again, if you can keep him healthy, Asensio has shown that he can do some damage. It's just a matter of, finding the right next best move for him. And my guess isn't that he goes to the Premier League. He likely stays in La Liga.
I think so. But even Barca was referenced. But people, put down below, what do you think will happen in La Liga?